When I first saw Avicii on stage, I would have done anything to be him. He must be the happiest man on earth, I said. He had it all. The travel, the lifestyle, performing to thousands, the success. But things aren't always what they seem. Success, money, travel, and even a smile doesn't mean happiness. And the face we show the world is often just the best mask that we could find to get through the day.
We're following some sad news from the music world. EDM star Avicii has died. He was found dead in the city of Muscat, Oman.
Avicii's death was initially mysterious because he had been spotted on this vacation in Oman, taking pictures with fans and seemed reasonably healthy and in good spirits. Avicii's family released a heartbreaking statement that hinted the DJ may have taken his own life. It reads in part, he really struggled with thoughts about meaning, life, happiness.
When I first saw Robin Williams, I thought he was the funniest person on earth. He made me laugh hysterically. The type of person that must always be joking, laughing, and happy. The characters, the movies, the stand-up comedy, he was the best. But mental illness doesn't care how successful you are, and being funny isn't the same as being happy. For Robin Williams, comedy was the wall he built to hide his darkness, the mask he wore to make everybody else's day.
I hate to have to report this.
We got some news during the show that that Robin Williams has passed away.
He was one of a kind. He's one in a million. He's like unbelievable.
The 63-year-old was secretly battling depression, anxiety, and paranoia, which drove him to take his own life, hanging himself with a belt.
When we see a sign on a car that says baby on board or handicapped driver, naturally we're more patient with the driver. We slow down and give them space to drive because we know there's a vulnerable person inside. Would we be so considerate if the sign wasn't there? I can almost definitely say no. The truth is we don't know what people are going through because people don't wear signs to illustrate their struggles. You don't see a sign attached to somebody saying, I'm going through a divorce, or I've lost a child, or I'm feeling depressed, or I've been diagnosed with cancer. If we could visually see what those around us were going through, we would definitely be kinder. So why do we need a sign? Pain is relative, and everybody around you is going through their own pain, and it's a pain we know nothing about. A pain that's often masked with a smile to protect the vulnerable person inside. Whether we know what's going on or not, we have to treat everybody as if they're wearing a sign that we can't see. Mental health issues are invisible illnesses that don't always look the same from the outside. You can have everything in the world but still be unhappy. And that's not because you're hard to please or you're just never satisfied. It's because pain, sadness, and depression do not discriminate. We often make the mistake of thinking the answer to our happiness lies in having the life of somebody else, without realizing that many of the people we wish we were are going through struggles so painful that they wish they were someone else too. I had depression. I wish I had someone at that time that could just pull me aside and say everything was going to be okay. I was at a real low point. All of a sudden, I was hit with a massive wave of depression, anxiety, and self-hatred, where the feelings were so painful that I would slam my head against a tree to try and knock myself out. I'd scratch myself to the point of bleeding. I just needed somebody to sweep me away. I had depression. I didn't eat. I stayed in my room. I was in a really bad place in life, going through a really lonely period. Who am I? It was beginning to get fuzzy. I couldn't tell which city I was in or what day it was. My mother kept saying to me that I had to take care of my mental health. I have probably been very close to a complete breakdown on numerous occasions. All of a sudden, all of the grief that I had never processed started to come to the forefront. Maybe the answer is simple. Kindness. Kindness isn't just something you give to others. According to Buddhist psychology, in order to be happy, it's something that you have to give to yourself too. There are two voices that we speak. The voice we speak to others and the voice that speaks inside your head and is talking to you at all times. Sometimes that voice is self-critical and pessimistic and negative, and other times it's confident, understanding, and positive. The kinder the voice, the happier the mind that receives it. Self-kindness isn't a tool to fix your pain or to manipulate your emotions. Self-kindness tells you to acknowledge your pain, not just to grin and bear it. It helps you to realize that we are equally imperfect as everybody else around us. It tells you to speak to yourself in a more understanding, gentle, and positive manner, and it teaches us that tough times are part of the human experience, not just our own